Hi, this is Codeweaver, and I'm back to play a little bit of weekend gaming. So, I'm going to be playing some Phasmophobia. This is actually the second game stream I've done today, but interestingly enough, my attempt to stream Annapurna's Flower earlier today met with a technical glitch where none of the audio got recorded to Twitch. None of the video got recorded to Twitch, all the audio did. It was a lovely game. I will probably play it again. I may even play over the first level or two now that I know what I'm doing, and then go on to the bits that I have not gotten to. It's really unfortunate, but I decided to just get rid of the video since you couldn't see me playing any of it anyway. Usually a little bit better about making sure the stream behaves itself. So we are going to go on to having done a lovely sort of artistic and very zen piece of gaming software, we're going to go play some Phasmophobia, a little bit solo here. So what have we got? We have got to switch over to the gaming screen. And I'm going to follow along on my laptop here. Yes, I seem to have changed screens. The audio seems to be recording nicely. Even experimenting with a little double streaming and streaming it off onto my private little Discord here, just to see how that goes, which I won't show just because it's a private Discord. Mostly in case any of my friends come by. So, here's the deal. I normally play this with very specific friends that I know like this game, and I occasionally play it solo just because I feel like playing it and nobody's around. For the sake of this stream, if anybody happens to stop by, I am going to... That's interesting. My viewer count and my session count timer on my stream has not increased. I'm going to just double check that I'm actually streaming, because that would be slightly embarrassing. So there we go. I'm marked down as single viewer myself. That's fine. 2 minutes 24. Okay, I'm not going through that again. Anyway, here's the deal. If anybody comes by during this stream, ask to join the game, and I'll probably let you in because I don't really have that many viewers anyway. And I feel like gaming with people if they happen to show up. You can join me in Phasmophobia. I'm not super good at it, but I have a lot of fun in it. As long as you're a friendly sort and willing to say hi, I will point you at the game. However, that being said, in the meantime, I'm just going to play some of my own games. So, I am going to resume this, and here we go. We are going to play.
Looks like there are others out there in need of help.
I'm just going to copy this code off into my notepad in case. I think I got that. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I got that number. So very quickly, let's do this over again. Play, create private. Hit the copy button. Pop over into here. Paste it into my text window that you can't see because I really don't want it being buried in the stream. Not that it would really matter after this stream anyway, but good practice to not show codes. You'll have to ask for it in the chat room if you're interested in popping in. So here we go. I am going to add a strong flashlight, some extra salt, smudge stick, definitely bring a crucifix. Let us change jobs. See if we can find one that we're plausibly able to do myself. That one probably not. Edgefield Street House, amateur. It's recommended team is size 2, but I can probably do it. If not, it's going to be a really short game. Alright. Alright. Let's hit the start button. The Phasmophobia Discord server, incidentally, which is pretty easy to get into, they have piles of games always being streamed on Discord, and they also have some channels dedicated to looking for games and the like, and there's lots of people looking for games there. If you want to meet the people before you join, of course you can just join into any open games. But I'm going to adjust the volume level on my headphone connection of my PC so that it's roughly the same as your guys listening in. For complicated reasons, the audio seems to be tuned separately for the two of them when it isn't on my laptop, but that's okay. So, got a flashlight. Ooh, gonna need the key. You know what? So I need to take something that can actually act as sort of ongoing sensor analysis. I'll go with the EMF. So my primary tool is going to be EMF for the moment. Not catch what that said, but you know what? It's good to come back anyway. David Wilson. This ghost seems to only respond to people who are alone. Should be able to use this name to anger it against paranormal activity. So there's a lot of interesting implicit rules in this that I'm not sure how stable the knowledge is out there and how to play this in the sense of, well, let me just give you an example. It didn't occur to me that I can actually use the spirit voice box, which is this thing up here, without actually calling its name. It'll respond anyway, and you can use that without pissing it off. Isn't that interesting? It never occurred to me. Also, there may be some indication that picking up certain objects enables you to contact the ghosts. I do know that I had a friend of mine pick up... You can pick up things. Move them around. Apparently pick up things when you're a ghost and throw them around the room. That's kind of funny if you're playing with other people. And get killed. Didn't know that. The idea of summoning or picking up objects to summon. Not to summon, but to facilitate contact is an interesting one. They need to add more of those indirect activities, but also maybe mark them down somewhere or have them part of the help, because I only just heard that as a rumor on the main the Discord channels, and I'm not entirely sure if that's correct. It'd be interesting to know. Anyway. Oh, hello. Take a look at that. We have a bone. So, ghostly bones are definitely spectral evidence. I can actually go and photograph that as well as take it with me, I think. The other things that's occasionally useful... I know you heard that. I heard a piano tone. I'm going to turn on some sinks here because dirty water is something that is helpful to indicate ghosts. Good thing to photograph. I'm also going to turn on lights because I don't need to be spooking myself just yet. So that piano tone was a good indication I should have booted over here. Because if the ghost isn't haunting this area explicitly, there's certainly... they're certainly wandering by the piano. Not getting any EMF though. Okie dokie. That's a pretty good indication I should take a chill pill for a minute. I'm not getting any EMF, but because I consider this to be a fairly serious zone, I'm actually going to leave the EMF in here. Where am I going to photograph from? Probably going to photograph from the kitchen. So I'm going to put that there in the hopes that I can capture that on camera. Alright. Things I can take with me. We're going to take that. We're also going to drop the book. I should have dropped the book down in there when I was in there. Alright, let's just do both of those. Because then I can just unload that equipment and not worry about it anymore. So, pile there, pile leading into there, and a pile crossing the kitchen. And now I don't need that anymore. And we're going to put that on the ground in case he wants to talk. Oh, look at that. Footprints already. Alright, footprints in salt is interesting. Grabbing the crucifix, also grabbing the ability to see the ghost, which might be helpful. You know what? No, let's go with the video camera, because then I can place things down in the field of view of the camera and keep an eye on the place remotely while I'm, you know, taking a breather and not trying to panic the crap out of myself. I always forget to turn this damn thing on, so there we go. And now we're booking it out of the room because that seems like a thing we should do. So we could, just for giggles, you know what? Let's try to make that a little bit more central. Come on, why can I not pick this up? Never find the goddamn cursor when the light's on. Alright. Yeah, so the crucifix only has a limited range, so in principle it's probably better if you, you know, bring in a whole bunch of crucifixes, but I'm a loner here and I don't have a lot of equipment, don't have a lot of money either. I'm going to go grab the bone with regards to that, and I'm going to take that in as well, so that'll mean I just won't be able to take the bone with me as such, but where did I see that? That was in here. Clean water in the sink there. I'm just going to quickly wander this back to the truck. Actually, I may want to have this again, so I'll just leave that at the front door. Okay. I'm going to want to pick up that bone. While I'm doing it, I'm going to scan with this bad boy. Oh, that's less good than I'd like. Oh, hello. And that's why I have that in here. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back into the kitchen and grab that bone. And take that back to the truck forthwith. Because that's getting a little freaky, and I can see that salt patch. He's actually wandered out of the room. Thought I picked up the bone. Do I not need to... Okay, maybe it just becomes a part of my general inventory? I thought that used up a slot in carrying. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. Okay, so Capture photo of dirty water in a sink. Photo of the ghost. Witness a ghost event. All right, so let's track a few things since we're doing this anyway. I only have one viewer. All right, which is me. Don't yet have that. We do have ghost writing. No, we don't. We have freezing temperatures is the only really seriously positive thing. So that's got lights on. You can just see the EMF reader. Probably easier to see when it's off, but I doubt there's a lot of it. There's no activity, so the EMF thing isn't going off anyway. I don't see ghost writing on the camera. Okay then. Time to try out the Vox. Always freaks me out. No, I don't. Oh, hang on. I accidentally dropped the. There we go. That's better. So, capture ghost. So looks like the ghost was David Wilson. Ghosts can also seem to respond to when it's alone. Well, that's fine. I don't actually want to piss it off right now. Can you hear me? Well, it's definitely in the room near me anyway. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm going to turn on some alternative lights here. Just so I don't completely freak the crap out. That's on. Can we turn this hall light on somehow? No, that's outside. I don't care about the outside lights so much. Okay, so this is the hall. Now I'm going to turn this off just to make it a little bit easier to see the ghost orbs if they're in here. As well, that is a fingerprint. Can you hear me? What is your name? How old are you? Okay. Okay, we have additional data, and I'm booking it the heck out of there. So, we have 2 bits of additional data, so we are going to turn that off and nerf it. We don't need the camera in there because that's no longer relevant. We don't have EMF level 5, we have spirit box, and we have fingerprints. That was a really tiny print, but it was definitely there. So it's a wraith, and that's kind of freaky. So we got a ghost event. We need to capture a picture of dirty water, and we need to capture a photo of the ghost. I don't have any more salt. So it's kind of repulsed by the salt. Wraiths are dangerous. Let's go take a look. Infirm Own Wraith says, one of the most dangerous ghosts you'll find the only ghost that has the ability to frighten has sometimes been under trial through walls, so that's problematic. They almost never touch the ground, meaning it can't be tracked by footsteps, and that's the sort of phantasmic footsteps that you occasionally see with the flashlight, the UV flashlight. You have a toxic reaction to salt. Evidence: fingerprints, freezing temperatures, a spirit box. Okay, so this thing is super duper dangerous. We might be able to capture a photo of it, but there's a pretty good chance we're gonna die. So we're gonna. Oh, I forgot to bring the lighter, so the smudge stick is useless. But we can go and see if we can capture a photo of the sinks if they had made them dirty. No. Nothing in there. That's clean. So here's the thing, if I piss it off, the only place that I can really run to if it can float through walls is literally to go upstairs and get as far away as possible. Alright, David Wilson, can you hear me? David Wilson, can you hear me? David Wilson, are you here? David Wilson, are you here? David Wilson. I know you all heard that because I know I did. David Wilson, talk to me. Can you hear me? David Wilson, 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 are you here? David Wilson, can you hear me? David Wilson, David Wilson, David Wilson, David Wilson. It's right there. It's right there. Oh my God. I can't believe I got away with that. Oh my God. So one of the nice, this particular ghost critter doesn't lower your sanity super hard, but yeah, so it floats through walls. It's not necessarily particularly fast. You can outrun it, but you can't really hide from it. Doors, it can see through doors. It might not be able to see through walls, which may have saved me because I went into a sideways facing closet. Maybe, but I've gotten killed by Wraiths so many times. You know what? It's totally a Wraith, for one thing, and I'm not going to capture the dirty water. I'm not going to go for that one. It's a little too dangerous, and I don't really have a good defense against it, so... you know what? No, I'm calling it there. Discretion, as they say, is the better part of valor. So that's the end of that nonsense.
Welcome back. I prepared some jobs for you.
So that didn't suck at all. I missed the one objective, but I got bone evidence, and I got two really good photos. I got photos of the bones, and I got photos of the ghost, and I possibly could have gotten a third really quite good photo in that upstairs if I'd been thinking correctly, because I think it just counts as another photo. As long as you burn your photos on good stuff. Wow. All right. I am now level 21. Gained a pile of experience. I am totally good with that. Okay. So, first things we want to buy is we want to make sure we have a lighter in this mix. We already have quite a bit of salt, so salt's not a big deal. What else can I buy that might actually be useful to me? Not strictly speaking a lot, although I do like the idea of bringing in candles. Because I can use that and a lighter to light up areas of the house I suspect might go dark. Which will keep me from going mad. Because your madness is tied to how long you spend in the dark, and certain ghosts trigger additional sanity effects. Okay, so I don't know what I want to do, to be honest. Infrared light sensor is pretty cool. Motion sensors linked to the live map in the truck, so that's pretty cool. Except I don't have anybody in the truck. Alright, well, let's, So we want a lighter, crucifix, a couple of salts, smudge stick, the strong flashlight, because, yes. But I don't need to take any of the other stuff. Two-story, 4-bedroom house with a basement. Got an email from a friend. Recommend this team size 2. Again, intermediate. Similar problem. Recommended items: thermometer. Okay, we could do that. Tanglewood Street. Alright, Ridgeview Road. I think is the one we were just in. It could be a different kind of ghost, though. All right, well, let's give it a go. Ready up. Let's do the thing. How's my potato chip supply looking? Pretty good. I'm going to turn the audio on the game up just a hair, but not too much. Don't want to jump out of my skin, to be honest. Mostly it's for the stream. Okay, so they want me to actually, on purpose, get a ghost to walk through salt. Well, I do that anyway, just to sort of track to see if I know where the ghost is roaming around. I have all the equipment to do all of these if I don't die a horrible death. Alright, let's go die a horrible death then. Boy, I can tell you though, that glowing spot for the flashlight, for the UV flashlight last time was not large. Munching on a few potato chips. Okay, that's professional on a stream. Alright, I'll go with the I'm not sure what I'm gonna go with here. EMF is a good scanning tool. It's a good first pass tool because you can use it sort of passively in a room. Flashlight's not bad for that. Easier to miss stuff though. I do want to bring something I can just drop in place though if I think I find a spot. So there we go, and I've got the strong flashlight. So that's the strong flashlight. There's the EMF. The flashlight on. Do the thing. Let us do the thing. I do have to be somewhat careful because, again, this is, I think it's intermediate, meant for 2 people, so I gotta be a little bit wary. Alright, that's less useful. Thanks for nothing. That's useful, though. Bathroom, where we can turn on a faucet. I can figure out how. It was a little tricky to find that trigger. Okay. Extra key. Now, I haven't used these very often, but I'm given to understand that their primary use I'm starting to hallucinate. I keep hearing voices. I think it's just audio cues that are meant to sound a little bit like voices or something. Or I'm going mad. So anyway, I think the keys are for, sometimes the keys are for, like, locked rooms, but mostly it's for, like, turning off the car alarm and the like. Looks like my alternate stream to the Discord channel is doing okay. A little bit surprised I'm able to stream to both locations at once, but there you go. Not a public stream anyway. Oh, hello. That was interesting, but I don't know what to make of it. It doesn't give me enough indication as to location, so let's make sure a few things are open so I know where I can run into in a screaming panic. Hearing thumps upstairs, or at least I'm hearing thumps in the audio. Is anybody else hearing thumps in the audio? Slight weirdness, right? I'd categorize it as darn unsettling. There's no light specifically in that hall. Oh. Alright. Time for me to boogie outside for a second. So the ghost definitely turned out all the lights, which was interesting. Alright. Blew out a circuit or two, I guess. Really? Okay. Alright, I know I'm being quiet here. Oh, hello. Trying to spook me from in here. Oh, look at that. Okay. So there's a bone in here, but this is not maybe where the central activity is. So I need to bring a camera back. If I live through this. Alrighty. Well, that's a little unsettling. So really, aside from the lights turning off completely, which ghosts are often wont to do, I got no activity on the EMF of any kind, which is a little weird because we can see there's some activity going on there. Okay, so we're gonna we had that bone in that upstairs room, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's where the ghost is haunting. So we'll get that as a picture later on. I mean, you could totally make the defensible argument that I should do it now while things are calm. All right. Let's go take a look. Again. We're definitely in the territory and time frame where the ghost could be hunting. Clear water there. Clear water here. Tend to spot handprints on doors, lights. Alright, just in case we're blowing a fuse, let's... So odd. Oh, hello. It's the only spot that I found any indication of a ghost is literally right in that front room. Okay, so... Alright, let's take a quick close gander. If it's in here, it's not leaving spectral footprints. Wow. Okay, that's fine. I mean, there's not a lot of activity in there, and I more and more get the impression that you're not okay. So how am I going to set this up? I'm going to want this. I'm going to want to bring in the EMF reader again, and I'm going to set them up in that room. I get the impression that you're not really going to catch the ghost doing something unless it's actually actively, like, I guess, getting mad, which, you know, you watch enough ghost lore silliness, and that seems to be a thing. So let's see if we can't capture that. Are you on? You are on. Now, I'm going to keep that light on. I want to turn that light on because that's actually, no, you know what? Let's turn that light on. But let's turn this light off so it's more likely we're going to, oh god. Oh god. And that's it for me. Wow. Yep. Alright then.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Yeah, yay. Well then, that only goes to show you that is a little bit dangerous to be taking on stuff like that on your own. Might have been able to do it though. I got the first one. Yeah, I'm not sure what I could have done there. I got into a section. If I'd tucked into the bathroom and kind of cut around the corner and then shut the door maybe, but I was in a corner of a room where it almost certainly had already been in or had passed me by or something, and it could see me, and I'm willing to, like, I believe line of sight is a big thing on this, which is fine. Good mechanic. Very much, you know, you're sneaking around a place and the guards see you. Well, in this case, the guards saw me. I should have found a place better to hide. That was a bad getting myself cornered. And a lot of the ghosts can't abjectly float through walls or don't float through walls. So as long as you have a door closed or you're inside a closet that can close, you might be okay. Bad move for me. All right, I'm going to close out this particular stream, although I may start up another one. I'm not sure. It might even be this one again. I just need to take a few minutes break, and we'll see how it goes. But thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next stream.